keep it rolling. John S. and Kevin's going to help. Take it away, John.
Based on the table, in what order should the project, you got me? All right. Based on the table, in what order should the project manager rank these risks for management purposes? Oh, this is lovely. Okay. A project sponsor is risk averse and is therefore concerned about negative impacts on the project. To help with this concern, the project team identifies 4 project risks and then evaluates both the probability of occurrence and the impact of the risk if it occurs. The team uses a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. Okay. So I need to look at this little table here and do some analysis.
Yeah, what do you think? Just back of the envelope, like how are we going to do this?
Probability and impact.
Yeah.
I'm going to reread the thing because I was reading it and I can't really, it's not sinking in.
100%. 100%.
Let me break it down a little bit. Project sponsor is risk averse. Yep. So we got a sponsor that's really risk averse. He or she is more really concerned about all the negative impact rather than the value that it's going to bring. So we got, to help this concern, the project team identifies 4 project risks. Okay, and then anybody's based probability of occurrence and the impact of the risk if it occurs. Probability, impact, okay. So I want to, if I'm going to look at this and from a project manager point of view, I'm going to really focus on the probability first, to rank those the highest, and the impact of the project second. So probability, I got B first with, B first. And then I'm going to look at probably C with 2 to 5 because the impact's a lot for the team. Then I'm going to look at probably A because, the probability is hot. It's low, but the impact, if that happened, occurs, and if I'm the sponsor, impact's going to be worse.
Okay.
So maybe 3, and then last D, 2 and 2.
Okay.
So that's where I would look at. So I got to look at my answers here. A.
Hold on, before you even go to the answers, you did that, hold on.
Say B, C.
You hear me? Hold on for 1 second, John. Just 1 second. So you went through, I like how you're doing it. You're going into it. Cool. You looked at probability. Why probability over impact? Why did that lead the day for you?
Because I had the sponsor that was really worried about, is more concerned about the negative impacts, but the probability of it happens. So he's really risk averse. So he's really risk averse. I would want to rank the probabilities high in my mind.
Okay.
He would seem to be. Let me look.
Hold on for 1 second.
Really
so we did that kind of
concerned about negative impacts.
You're good. There's 4 of them. What if there was 444 of them? It would be hard. Would it be hard to do all that? Well, this one and then that one, and then you'd be a mental gymnast at that point, right? I would imagine if there's 444.
Yeah, true.
Right. So if there was a way,
I'll probably put in an Excel spreadsheet and then rank probabilities and then impacts. Yeah.
You'd still be in trouble because you'd still be doing that 2 versus 2, 2 versus 3, 3 versus 5, etc. You'd have to develop all these rules in your mind, which is possible, and do it. If I said there was another way, just back of the envelope to do it, what would be another way? If it was back of the envelope and it was arithmetic type style stuff, what would you guess? Anything?
Multiply probability times impact and then rank them.
Why would you do that, dude? I'm not disagreeing.
So 5, 16, 10, and 4.
Yeah. And which one's the worst? Big number or baby number? Big number, small number?
Oh no, I can't remember that part of the class.
Or whatever, dude. I just asked you what
I'd say big first.
Big first. Okay, so we go 1, 2. You get the same answer, but you just got lucky. So it's cool. Sometimes lucky's not good. But lucky doesn't last. Good lasts. So cool. So you're multiplying. All right. So that would be the answer of B, C, A, D. That'd be B. Okay, cool. All right, cool.
B.
Is it B or D? I can't
Yep.
remember. Yeah, it's B. Awesome. We'll come back to you in a second, John. You're doing great. Kevin,
B.
like when you think through this, how do you make sense of it? What's the learning? What's the logic? Talk us through it.
So I think about the probability matrix,
Mhm.
the probability impact matrix, and how I condensed it in my mind is basically a sum product of the function of the probability versus the impact. And so just as you described, you're just multiplying the probability times the impact. It takes that to some kind of value, and it takes you to the upper right quadrants is what you really want to be concerned with. So for this type of example, yeah, it would just be probability times impact, and that would yield B and C as the highest risks for the project, and that lends to the answer.
That's cool. Yeah. So you're multiplying. I like that. Like use a lot of fancy math like terms, like which is cool, like to get it in there. And it does go back to the probability and impact matrix, which we do a lot in risk. So this is qualitative risk analysis. Feels like numbers, but really it's kind of the back of the envelope approximations to get like or grouping or quartiling, if you will, which risk are the most. Like if this was 1 to 5, meaning like each one of these numbers, and 1 to 5 over here, that'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have like you could map them out. 4 and 4 is like right here. 5 and 2 right here. 2 and 5, whatever. You'd be able to see like, oh, I should focus here, like Kevin talked about. These are like the second priority, and we're just kind of like going to rank them roughly, and then these are the bottom, just in a sense. So it's getting a rough list. Good job, both of y'all. Anybody else anybody super confused, like, oh, dude, I don't like this. I'm lost. Anybody? No, I think everybody's killing it. These are easy peasy. You did a good job, dude. Both of y'all. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That was good.
Yeah, you got it, man. From now on, it's like multiply them, done, count your money. So that's cool.